So reading has always been something that it's weird. When I was younger, one of my jobs in high school was I was working at the library for 5 years, shelving books. I was not an avid reader at that time, but I think liminally I was exposed to a lot of books. I didn't read at that time a lot, but it gave me a good foundation because when I got my first job, not only did I enjoy wanting to be excellent in sales, I wanted to absorb from the greatest. So I started seeking out books of people that have lived it, 20, 30 years of experience, then put that experience in a book, summarized it, and I was able to pull nuggets out of it to utilize it for my own personal experience. So I learned early that reading was going to give me an edge on my not internal competition in sales, but also achieve whatever I wanted to achieve in my success, right? Whatever that meant to me personally.
And I mean, you have all these books. How many books do you have and how many have you read?
So I probably have thousands of books. Upstairs, there's bookshelves as well. I've probably read thousands. The last 5 years, I've been in a mission. Well, not really like I enjoy reading. So instead of me watching YouTube, Netflix, social media, engulfing all that, I actually want to learn from people that I have interest in. Hobbies, like I have interest in investing in real estate and bucket list travel and health, which now I'm a biohacker and I'm learning about like business and funnels and sales operations and accounting, all that stuff that I'm interested in. So then I start reading and absorbing and trying to figure out like who is experts in their own right that I can gain insights from. So therefore I buy books, I read 1 to 2 a week, and I take notes all the time and I try to utilize what I learn slowly because you can't utilize everything that you learn and use it for your own life, right? And hopefully that gives you a leg up in all aspects of life.
I mean, I think everyone knows to some degree, like, yeah, constantly learning, constantly reading. We hear it all the time, but it's hard to do. Like, I mean, I have only a few books back here. I mean, you're totally embarrassing me here, but I have certain books that I like. I'm a big audio guy, so I do a lot of listening on Audible, but then I'll read it too because I think that tangible.
Yeah.
But sometimes I have to reread it. And every time I go back and read something again, based, I guess, where I am in my life too, it resonates with me differently.
Yes.
Has that ever happened to you? And then give me an example of like what takeaways and what book that came from.
Definitely. So one of my first books was Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And I read that when I was in university. My brother gave it to me. I read it again when I was working first job. I read it probably 10 times since. And I just read it a couple weeks ago again. And everything kind of sinks in differently depending on where you're at in the stage of your life. And then you can pull nuggets of, wow, I actually, a majority of what he said, and it kind of stuck with me, just like Dale Carnegie, right? And I know there's a lot of books on that. And Napoleon Hill, everything resonates based on where you're at in your life, like habits and lifespan and health. And you're going to utilize it and read it differently. So I used to listen a lot, but I found that I wasn't retaining as optimally because I was working out and I couldn't take notes, right? So now that I read, I can take notes and jot things down and then look at summary and then utilizing it for my own life. It's just how people operate. And I think I'm different than you and everyone else. So you just have to figure out what works for you.